Dear loved ones, as you may know by now, I'm an eldest daughter. We've talked about this. And if you're an eldest daughter, you definitely can relate to what I'm about to say. Even if you're not an eldest daughter, you may be able to relate to the things that I'm about to say. And I am a recovering people pleaser. All right. As an eldest daughter, that's one of the habits that I developed and learned was to just make everyone happy. And that has not served me in the best ways now, being a woman in my mid-30s, trying to unlearn the people pleasing. I people pleased my way through my entire life. And then I looked back at the experiences where I put everyone else's feelings and thoughts and everything above my own or before my own. And I'm like, girl, why did you do that? Very, very unnecessary. And so as I was traveling home to North Carolina last week, back from Pittsburgh, my original home where I'm from, I was getting off the plane. I was getting on the plane. I think I was getting off the plane. And it dawned on me that one of the lessons that I need to learn in this era of my life is to learn how to inconvenience people and to learn to ask for help. Like, I've always known that I need to learn to ask for help, and I'm getting better at that. But right now in this space, I need to learn to inconvenience people. And the reason why I say those things specifically is because I was getting off the plane to get back home. I was unboarding, whatever. And the person in front of me was like rushing me. Or maybe they weren't rushing me. Maybe I was rushing myself because I didn't want to inconvenience the people that were in front of me. I was literally rushing through life, rushing to get my bags, rushing to get off the plane because I did not want to inconvenience the people who were on the plane. My dog just decided to get up and have a drink of water in the middle of me talking. That is awesome. Anyway, I did not want those people to feel a type of way about me taking too long or taking up too much space or, taking my time. And I'm like, wait a minute. I paid for this flight. I paid to be here just like they did. So I took my good old time and I just kept reminding myself, you deserve to be here. You deserve to take your time. You deserve to go slow. And if you're struggling, you deserve to ask people to help you and to also allow people to help you instead of saying, oh, no, I got it. I'll be okay. You might be okay. But if you're struggling, ask somebody to help you. Somebody who might be more equipped, stronger in the areas that you're not. Of course, we can do it by ourselves. We are strong Black women. We're going to teach ourselves how to do all the things. We're going to find a way. But if there are people around us who already know how to do the things that we're trying to teach ourselves to do, just let them do it. And then to the point of inconveniencing people, I heard somebody say this, like, learn to inconvenience your friends and your loved ones. Like, if you need something done, learn to let people say no for themselves. Who was I talking to? I cannot recall the time that this became present for me, but maybe I was talking to a friend and she was going through something. No, I don't think that's what it was. I cannot recall, y'all, but what happened was there was a situation where No, it was in therapy. It was in therapy. Yeah, my therapist told me this. My therapist said, if you need help or you need something, don't make the decision for people. Let them say no on their own. And that became real for me when I was back home and I was talking to my brothers about something that my grandma needed. And I was just like, I'll just go ahead. I'll take care of it. It's okay. And my brother was like, you didn't even give me the opportunity to say that I can help. I can do that. Like, you don't need to do it yourself and you don't need to have somebody else come and do it. Like, I'm here. I can take care of it. And I'm like, oh, snap. That's real. Like, everybody has different strengths and different things that they're capable of doing and willing to do. So let them step in and do the things that they want to do for you. This also, I was also made aware of this, like, during my wedding planning. I don't know. I'm a control freak, y'all. Like, I'm like, okay, you're not doing this on my time. You're not doing this fast enough. I'll just take care of it. That is not a good mindset to have all the time. I feel like that stresses us out more than we need to be stressed out. And we should just learn to have more patience and just let people do the things. Like, of course, in some ways, because people are going to drag their feet when it's not a priority to them. But that's when we put the pressure on them. Like, hey, you said you were going to do this. Go ahead and get this done. Instead of putting all the pressure on ourselves and being Captain Save the World, Superwoman, pull out our capes. No, we need to put our capes down. Put the capes in the closet with the winter hats and the gloves and the containers in the back of the closet and leave it there. Take the capes off, ladies. That is what I'm learning. I'm learning to not take people's no's as a rejection and just a decision. Like, if you ask somebody to do something and they say no, okay, that's all right. It's not a rejection. It's just a decision because they can say yes or no. They're grown. And I'm learning to not let that make me feel like I shouldn't or can't ask for people or one person to do something. Like, if one person says no, go ask somebody else. Go try somebody else. Just don't get impatient and do it yourself, because that's when you feel like, oh, the world is against me. I have to do everything alone. I have to do everything on my own. No. You got, umpteen how many people who can step in and do a task for you. Allow people to show up for you, So that is my message for today for the eldest daughters in the room and anyone who can relate to this. We just gotta allow ourselves to relax. Allow ourselves to take up as much space as we need. Be as big as you need to be. When I was taking that suitcase down from the top of the seats, I was like, I had so much anxiety in my chest. Like, oh my gosh, let me hurry up and get this bag down. I was like, let me take my time. I'm rushing off of this plane, giving myself a panic attack because I don't want to be in people's way. What? Girl, we paid to be here just like the rest of these people. So that's my lesson that I'm learning now. And if you're also somebody who's learning the similar lesson, I'd love to hear from you. Like, how are you all navigating this space? Or if you're somebody who has never dealt with this, how are you managing to, not deal with things like this? I need some tips and tricks. I want to know. I want to hear from all my sisters and my loved ones. So that is all for today, my friends. With love and grace, Starr.